Hey there, basketball fans. Today we're exploring the exciting world of Kyrie Irving, NBA superstar and current player on the Dallas Mavericks. And we're all wondering, will Kyrie Irving plant roots here in Dallas? Is he gonna purchase a home?
Yeah.
Well, today we're gonna take a look at some of those homes that might be a good fit for him and make some predictions. So let's do this. So first, let's take a quick look at some of the previous homes that Kyrie Irving has purchased and how it's connected to his NBA career. So when Kyrie Irving was playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers, he actually purchased a home in Cleveland and he has sold it since. And this is kind of what it looks like from a couple of photos that we've got. From there, he was traded to Boston, and from the data that I found, I didn't see that he had made a purchase in Boston, so maybe he was just there temporarily renting. And then he decided to go play for the Brooklyn Nets after that, and he actually purchased a home in Jersey, and I'm sure a lot of that has to do with his family connection and his ties to Jersey, where his father currently resides. And from the Brooklyn Nets, he is now a Dallas Maverick. Yes, go Mavs. And since his trade from the Brooklyn Nets to the Dallas Mavericks, he has yet to make a home purchase or a home decision. But we're gonna talk about some of the reasons why he could and he should make that purchase here in Dallas and take a look at some properties. So Kyrie Irving doesn't have any direct ties to Dallas. However, his uncle did play for Texas Tech University, and he's now an assistant coach to the LA Lakers. And his oldest child, Azuri, was actually born here in Dallas in 2015. That's probably the biggest connection that he has to this area. Kyrie also has expressed great admiration for current head coach Jason Kidd, who lives here and coaches in the area. And since being traded to Dallas, he's been a strong advocate for diversity, equity, inclusion, and social justice here in the local area. And as you guys all know, Kyrie did sign a 3-year contract with Dallas for $126 million. Now, if someone's gonna stay here and stay in a place for at least 3 years, maybe a small commitment to a property to grow that part of investment is worth taking a look at. So here are some of the factors that Kyrie Irving is gonna take into consideration if he's gonna make a purchase here in Dallas. First, it's gonna be his proximity to work. Just like anyone else, he's gonna have to make that drive, or someone's gonna make that drive for him into downtown Dallas where the practice court is, or to the AA stadium. We're also gonna take a look at number of bedrooms. I would say for a family of 4, which is what he currently has, he's got a son, a daughter, a wife, and then he may have that occasional guest, like grandpa might want to come over, or he may have some friends that want to stay over the weekend. So I would say he would at least need to be looking at 4 bedrooms. And being a mom myself, I would not want to be less than 3.5. I would say 4 bathrooms in this case. So we're looking at properties that are 4 beds, 4 baths to accommodate all of his needs. The other thing that we're going to take a look at is his overall style. Now, in some of these houses, the style is gonna be irrelevant because the price of the property is gonna leave a little bit of flexibility for budget and upgrades and updates to make his own impact or style on some of the properties. And probably one of the most important things to look at when you are famous, and especially if you have a family, is privacy. It's super important, and all of the properties that we're gonna take a look at today do have privacy that he's going to need. So when I put all of these things in my search criteria, there were 9 properties that really stuck out to me, and that was based purely on location, how big the lot was, how private were things, how close to the highway it was. You didn't want to be too close. And our search today is not only going to include single family properties, but we're going to also take a look at a couple of condo options that might work for him as well, and take a look at the pricing and see, would I pay something like this for this property? So let's go take a look. All right, so this first property, it's located off of Junior Drive in Dallas. This is the least expensive option that I found. And if I know Kyrie, and I've seen kind of some of his past houses, he's going to want to be very budget conscious and budget aware when he's purchasing a property. A lot of his properties that he's purchased haven't been these multi-million mega mansions. They've been actually very conservative and kind of to the point. So I'm hoping that this property is a representation of that. So this property is more of a mid-century modern home. So it's got some really nice green spaces. It's very slick. It's very modern. He does like a lot of stone and brick. This one didn't have so much brick. This is more going for the modern look. I really like the beams and the tall ceilings that the pictures kind of captured here. And lots of windows and light too, I thought were nice and important. With some of the old photos that I saw of some of his former purchases, he did like a lot of windows. And some of the light fixtures are pretty cool. This is the master. It has its own little porch that leads out. It's a pretty big place for the price. Now this one doesn't have a pool, which is why I think the flexibility here would be to just go and build a pool that would fit for this outdoor space, and it's totally doable. A lot of beautiful porches on this property and very mature trees. 4,359 square feet. It's 5 beds, 4.5 bath, which meets all of that criteria. The only room for improvement, like I said, would be probably a pool, and it only has a 2-car garage, so if he's needing a separate garage space. But overall, I thought it was priced really well. It was right at $2.495 million, and it was recently listed about 65 days ago. So it hasn't been on the market for too long. And this location was great because it was in a cul-de-sac and you were just south of Highway 30, but just a really cool neighborhood. So I wanted to start there. So this next one is 3991 Cobblestone Circle. This one's being listed at $2.695. It was built in 2000 and it's 3,847 square feet, which is kind of right around Kyrie's sweet spot. A lot of his homes that he purchased were right around 3,000 square feet. It's got 4 beds, 4.5 bath. There is no pool on this one, which is also why it's a little bit less expensive. And there's only a 2-car garage. But the architectural features to this one were really nice. This one also did lack a little bit of privacy, but I could see that there could be a gate that's put right here at the front of the driveway very easily. So that could be accommodated. I loved all the big glass windows and the details in this design. A lot of really cool light fixtures. Just kind of simple. This one's a little bit more modern as well. This one had a cool outdoor space too. And the stairwell was really nice with the glass, which was cool. And this was kind of a cool little basement area. It looks like they were using it as a movie room because there's a projector in here. And it looks like you can black out the light, but it looks like it overlooks the backyard, which has the putting. There's a big giant putting green back here. So, and there's a little separate workout nook over there too. This is in Rosser Terrace. So this one's located in a cul-de-sac just north of Merrill Road in Midway. It's north of Walnut Hill, and it's going to be a little bit further than a drive compared to Luca and Maxie and Mark Cuban. They all live over here in Preston Hollow. So it is a little bit further north. So you are going to have more of a commute with this property. All right, so let's look at the next one. This one needed a little bit of work, but it's 3.95 and they recently reduced this one, but I liked the use of the space and the size of it as well. It is a 6-bed, 5.5 bath, so quite a bit larger than the last 2 houses. It's double the square feet pretty much. It was built in 1982 and they've done some work to it. The biggest thing about this property was that it was on an acre lot, which kind of sets it apart from some of the other properties that were here. So you have a little bit more space outside and a bigger footprint for the house itself. Some of the brighter paints were kind of rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. I thought they could have chosen a better color that was bolder than that blue. But everything else seemed pretty neutral in color and had some pretty high-end features to it. Nice big doors that slide open. It looks like overlooking the pool.
This one, like I said, has room for improvement for sure. This one, see, I like this color that they picked in this room. That really made it stand out more. And this was nice because this area here overlooks the pool. So it's like a little, you could open it completely up and see the pool there. I think that was the master with the fireplace here. Yeah. I think the pool needs a little bit of work. It looks like a giant party pool, which is amazing. So if you have kids, they want to go swim in the pool, it's just right there. And this is the room that I was talking about. It just kind of opens up and there's windows all the way around it, which is super nice for this home. And it's got that private gated entry. And this is kind of the driveway in to where guests can park there, and you can close the gate. So it gives a lot of privacy. And it's the cheapest house with a basketball court outside already there. So you don't have to worry about putting one in if you want to shoot a couple of hoops and practice or play with your kids. So this one was 3.95, like I mentioned. The gate is going to be right here, right in front of Royal Lane. And so it's going to, you could be hearing some of the traffic. However, the nice part of how this one is set up specifically is the pool and the house are set further back on the lot. So the house might be able to cancel out some of that noise. Plus the front courtyard area too will also give it a little bit more noise cancellation. But that's something that I would consider if I were purchasing this specific property. All right, let's take a look at some more. Now we're jumping up to 5.15 million. And this is the, I want to say least expensive condo that was 4 beds, and it had 4 full baths and 2 half baths. So a lot of bathrooms on this one. And so let's just kind of take a look. So this is a condo option, and I love the brown kind of paneling all along that wall. It gives that more that contemporary kind of modern feel to it. And the staircase was just beautiful. My only concern, because I'm a mom, is that, if my kids are playing and their hands get stuck in the stairwell here, it might not be good. So, but it is a 2-story condo, which I thought was really, really amazing. I'm not a huge fan of that kitchen color, but it has lots of balconies, lots of great views of the Dallas skyline. It was hard to tell, but I think this was the kitchen, or this might be doors leading out. It's really hard to tell, but that shiny, it looks like this could be the door to the elevator, but I'm not really 100% sure what is featuring there. Just some really nice neutral browns and whites. This is kind of a nice cabinet color. It was different than some of the other cabinets and kitchens I've seen. It's hard to tell where anything is in the condo unless you actually go visit it in person. So if you are considering this condo, seems a little bit dated. I don't know. Gold is coming back, but I'm not a huge fan of the brown gold. Okay. All right, that's a beautiful closet, and it has its own wine room, looks like too. Look at it, that's amazing. So if you drink wine, this is definitely the condo for you. I'm sure there's a pool, and there's not a whole lot, so I wish the listing agent would have actually written a little bit more about this. So it looks like flexible living and entertaining spaces, chef's kitchen. All right, so with this one, you are on the 18th floor. It's got 4 bedrooms, like I mentioned. You do get 4 parking spots, and then you get 2 storage units too. So you have additional storage with that, and valet parking is always included with most condos in their condo fees. So next is a home. It's in Hillcrest Estates. This one's listed at 5.9 million. This one I really liked because we'll just take a look. Okay, the backyard was what captivated me for this one. The pool was just absolutely gorgeous. It was nice and big, and it had the spa, and the grounds were really well kept. You can see the fire pit, you can see the green grass, you can see the summer kitchen that's over here on that side. You've got lots of covered patio space and lots of big windows overlooking the pool. I mean, it was just a beautiful, beautiful backyard. And it's also got the basketball court, which, Kyrie, I know you're looking for. Or maybe not. I don't know. And then it has the beautiful covered patio with the fireplace and its own little kitchen nook there. Now this bathroom was really cool. I loved all the blue. And this was kind of the front entryway. I loved the front door. It'd be more grandioso if it had 2 double doors, but to me this was a good second. And then the stairwell with the glass here is really, really nice. Just very simple wood, white, kind of the brown, the white, and the black tones in this home were really, really nice. Nice big windows. The only thing I will say is I wish the kitchen in this one were just a little bit more open. Beautiful. Look at that. You can have a meal right outside. So beautiful. Here's the kitchen again. Very sleek, very modern. This home was just designed really well. The stone accent wall is beautiful. And this was just, I knew you'd like this. I want a wall of stones in my bathroom. And then all of the built-ins were really thoughtful, and the storage spaces were really nice. Beautiful bathroom. This is like a little game room or loft space upstairs, it looks like. You have a gym upstairs. And then, I mean, the property itself it's just gorgeous. So you're right off of North Haven. So lots of other beautiful homes, but this one was pretty good for $5.9 million. Okay, this one was $6.4 to $5 million. This is 9630 Inwood Road in Dallas. Let's take a look real quick. This is a very modern, contemporary style property. We'll just start with that. Very sleek, very modern here. And this picture just doesn't showcase it well. All the trees are gorgeous on this property. So all the wood was a really nice touch. And this fireplace all the way up, really beautiful. Looks like there's some blackout curtains here, and this office kind of overlooks the backyard and the pool. Very artsy, very modern kitchen, very simple too. This pantry was gorgeous. I loved it. The master bedroom looks like it overlooks this wooded area here. Really, really pretty. Master bath. Really different, very unique. Looks like there's a gym. Another bedroom. This was cool. This kind of brought me back to the 70s. And this, Kyrie, I know that you love. I've seen a couple of your houses that have the built-in bookcases and library just kind of all over. Now, this is a little too messy for me on the table, but I think they were just trying to, I don't know what they were trying to do. Anyway, I love this space and I thought of you. But yeah, very modern, very sleek. And here's the money shot right there. Another beautiful shot. This should be the first shot on this house. Gorgeous. All right, so this one was bigger, a lot bigger, 7,144 square feet, 4 beds, 7 baths. That means 6 bathrooms and 1 half bath. So this one's located just off of Inwood. So you're right next to Mark and Luca and that kind of area. Great location there. So this next property is 5100 Brookview Drive in Dallas. It is 5 beds, 7 bath, with 2 of those 7 being half baths. It is 8,982 square feet. It is the biggest home on our list today. It was built on just over 1.5 acres. It has a 4-car garage, so if you need more garage space, this one has it. Has lots of space. So we'll kind of go over this beautiful property. It is gated for extra privacy, which is great. And it has a beautiful courtyard there at the front. Like I said, there's the 4-car garage, 3 on one side and 4 on the other, and the grand entrance here in the front. Now, the architecture on this property is phenomenal. It gives it a very European type vibe with all of the different archways and stylistic choices that they chose. Like, this is all hand-carved, crafted wood that's all over this front living area, which is absolutely gorgeous. All the details on this property were just phenomenal. Look at the arches. The arches make me feel like I'm in Greece. With all this, it makes me feel like this one's kind of Hobbit style, I guess, with all the beams and the arches on this shot here. Very kind of French country, in my opinion, with the artistic styles and the beams and the lighter colors that were chosen. I'm not a huge fan of the 6-burner on the island. This is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous shot here with all the windows. Look at that door. Wow. To the wine room. This is the main bedroom. Very neutral. This could probably be updated a little bit. Workout room. The built-ins were really nice in this little hallway, little nook here. This is a gorgeous room here. So this is the big bonus room above the garage, which is phenomenal. And this is probably one of my favorite pictures with the spa and the pool, and then you have the house. I mean, it's just really beautiful. All the grounds on this one. Gorgeous. Look at all the wood that's framing this. It's just so different. It's got its own basketball court. No need to install one. That's kind of a good overview of what you can expect. It's 1.5 acres, so it is a large estate. 6.995 million. Not too bad for what you get. Now this property, $9 million. This is probably one of the most expensive condos in downtown Dallas, which is Blue Seal. So we are on the, I'm not sure what floor we're on because they don't mention it. However, you do get 8 parking spaces. The condo itself is 7,169 square feet. It's got 5 beds. It's got 7 baths, 2 of those being a half bath. And I think it's a penthouse. Go here. Let's take a look at it real quick. Beautiful views of the Dallas skyline on this one, for sure. Very modern, contemporary vibe. Most of the condos are going to have that modern feel and vibe to it. They're going to be less traditional. All the views, all the windows, every picture I feel like, except for this one maybe, has a view of the outside. Beautiful. To me, the only thing that makes this spectacular is that it's in the where it's located. And I'm sure you have multiple guest suites and master suites and entertainment spaces. Looks like it has its own movie room. And upstairs area, looks like there's a little loft, and wow, look at this view. That is gorgeous. Beautiful. It doesn't have its own private pool, but it does have a pool on the condo itself, and there's the lobby. So I thought it was a little bit pricey for $9 million, but it is 7,169 square feet. So if you kind of compare that to the other estate that was less expensive and it had more land, I don't know. But it's because it's at the Blue Seal. So that's the main reason for that price. And I'm sure how high up it is on the building itself makes a difference too. And because they didn't give that information in the listing, it was kind of hard for me to judge how high, what level. All right, this last one is very grandioso. It is off of Cherokee Trail in Dallas. And I know you have Indian kind of heritage and background. So the fact that it's off of Cherokee Trail, maybe that's a sign. This one's located in Bluffview Estates. It is 7,566 square feet. It's 5 beds, 6 baths, one of those being a half bath. And it's sitting on 1.25 acres. So let's take a look at where this one's located first. This was a larger estate. So Bluffview is here. You can see University Park is here. So you're actually a little bit closer commute-wise to work. So you're south of Preston Hollow, which is where all the other basketball players are living. But the thing that I liked about this property is just how big the lot was itself and what it had to offer. Just this gorgeous run with the trees and the lawn and how the pool was set up right next to the house make it just look so grand. It's really beautiful, the waterfall pool. You have a dedicated pool house on this one, and then you also have the main house. Beautiful. I love the blue. The blue made me feel like I'm in the Caribbean. And the other nice thing about this one is all of the detail, all of the art that was kind of put into this property. It's very different than all the other properties that we've been looking at. And I can't tell if that's wallpaper or if someone painted that. Very beautiful. And you can even tell by some of the columns here, this kind of dates the property a little bit, as well as some of these cabinets kind of show the age, which it was built in 1982. So this home is 40 years old. There's the kitchen. Just very unique, very artsy style property. It has some updates. I love that black and white tile there. It's just really nice. I'm not sure what the pool table's doing in the middle while you're watching a movie, I guess. I don't know. This one lacked a couple of updates in certain rooms, but nothing that was too major. But look at the walk up on this. I mean, this is, you walk up and then you see the pool right away, and then the pool house is right next to it. So this property was the most expensive property, and it was 10 million and some change, almost 11 million. So tell me in the comments below which home you think Kyrie Irving would choose. I know which one I would want him to choose, and no, it's not the $10 million property. If you want to see a really amazing home tour, you want to check out this video right here. And as always, if you'd like to not miss a single video, make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Let's go Mavs. Woo! And Kyrie, if you're watching, have your agent give me a call.